Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Smirak. This is Mars here. Today, we're going to be talking about another Love It or Skip It review. It's Thanos #1. And today, we're going to be talking about basically the comic book starts off with a young lady named Roberta Marshall. Yeah, who is Roberta Marshall? And I guess that's going to be key to this whole issue, this whole series. Well, Thanos returns, and actually it's called Return of the Mad Titan Part 1. We'll get into that in a second. The writer is Christopher Cantwell, the artist is Luca Pizzari, and the colorist is Ruth Redmond. Not a bad job with the comic, the way it looks. So, continuing, basically we see Roberta Marshall. She's getting herself ready for work. She has like a spiky punk look, black hair, and she's just, getting herself working. We see her just getting in her car in Fresno, driving to her job. She clocks in, talks to her fellow workers. Nothing much. Just everybody doing their job. There's a dead rat, so she has to pick it up. Mouse. She has to pick it up and throw it out, clean the place. Heads back home. At the same time, she just listened to this show. But as she's going, she sees this woman, and this woman says, "Hey," basically recognizes her. So she's like, continues. Roberta goes to a cemetery and sees someone named Marie Collins from 2000 to 2001. Gone, but we still hold. She goes home, watches TV as usual, sleeps on the couch like a lot of us do. Now, here's what everybody's trying to find out. Thanos was thrown into a black hole by the Guardians of the Galaxy, and of course, theoretically, nothing should be living, but our boy Thanos is able to get out. Yep. And in getting out, he's saying basically he goes to Earth and he goes to the city of Fresno where she's at, Roberta Marshall, and he literally just carves a whole part of the planet and pulls that city out into outer space. Okay. Before this happens, of course, Roberta is a bored woman just chilling out, working the cashiers. And then that same woman who saw her in the car comes back and says, "Marie, I know it's you, Marie. And she's like, "Yo, dude, I don't know who you are." But then, of course, when Thanos starts ripping up starts destroying the city of Fresno, because he's basically just carving it out of California and taking it into space. Roberta tells this lady, you got to get out of here. You got to live. And before she was denying that she was Marie, you got to go. You got to go. And so she gets out. She says, she calls the woman by her name. "Your name is Christine, right? Get out and I'll find you." Okay, so she finally leaves. As Roberta is trying, one of her coworkers gets trapped. She literally grabs her by this, I guess, a refrigerator or something like that, and she comes and moves the refrigerator easy, not a problem. The coworkers just like gawking, like, "Yo, what the heck just happened?" And of course, the whole town, Fresno, is being lifted up slowly but surely into the sky. I guess like a gigantic tractor beam. So, what does our boy says? He's basically like, "Hey, this is the deal." He says out here, "Hear me, Fresno. There is one amongst you whom I seek. The rest are but chaff. There will be a culling until I find her." So, whoa, it is like he's kind of crazy about something that's there. We then see the young lady. She's getting herself up. Then she hears on the announcement bulletin, "Attention, could Roberta Marshall please come up to the front?" So she's like, "What the heck is going on?" She goes up to the front, and who does she see? A brand new Illuminati. You got Iron Man, Emma Frost, Mr. Fantastic, Dr. Bashir, and of course, our man Doctor Strange. And they're basically here, "Hey, there's something going on. Thanos wants something. He wants you, basically. And, what do they want with me?" So here we get an idea that there's more to the Illuminati and what they're doing. We all know the Illuminati are supposed to be one of the a secret cabal of superheroes that gets together to handle, huge issues. But, because they think they're the best, things don't always work out as expected. So clearly, they know who she is, and they know what she represents to Thanos. We don't want to spoil it right now, but clearly somebody who's important to Thanos, and they know why she's there, and she doesn't know. Clearly her mind has been wiped. Thanos is able to figure out what happened or who this person is, and he wants that person back, right? And he's going to do whatever he takes to get her. So The Illuminati has not always had a fantastic track record of some of this stuff. We know about, they sent Hulk away, World War Hulk, and he came back. He was not a happy camper. And, we've seen some of the issues when they try to do things, So I would say right now, interesting premise. Love the color, love the art. So, hey, I'm going to say, hey, let's give it some more time, see how this is going to develop. You can never go wrong with Thanos on the cover. And, the Illuminati being a little bumbling. One thing I do want to add, too, about this particular issue at the very end, who do we have fighting Thanos in the next episode? It's going to be the Hulk. So that is interesting. The Hulk working with the Illuminati. Wow. But, hey, you never know. Miracles do happen. So, Spinner Rack, out.